welcome to another video. This week's video I wanted to do about different garden meals. So obviously not everything just from the garden, but just what I mix from the garden with other bought, like noodles or something, pasta or whatever. Just a few creative ideas of what to actually cook when you have things in your garden. Sometimes you have to be quite creative because you can't always cook spaghetti bolognese. You don't have a cow and you don't have that much wheat to make pasta. So sometimes, I don't know, a good example, pumpkin with pasta, for example. Because I had pumpkins the other day, we had a huge pumpkin, and first you make pumpkin soup, you still got pumpkin left, then you're gonna make roasted pumpkin. Cool, you had that as well. Then you're like, what else am I doing with pumpkins? So yeah, I did it the other day with pasta, and I was like, oh, it's a bit strange, but let's have a go and cook it and see how it tastes. And it was actually really delicious. I was surprised. Still, I think it's weird, but yeah. When you're hungry, you're eating whatever and you're gonna enjoy it. But if you're not hungry and you're eating something, you're like, okay, if it's not chocolate, I don't really want to eat it. But yeah, we always try to eat from our garden if possible. Sometimes I forget or I don't have time to actually run into the garden with Kaya. He's getting heavier at the moment. And then cutting it with one hand and stuff. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, just leave me alone. I want to just cook whatever's in the fridge. But we mostly try our best to really always use what we have in the garden. I also sometimes get sick of always eating silverbeet at the moment. It's like we got a lot of silverbeet. And just if you've eaten it for like 3 weeks in a row, every meal pretty much, then you're like, oh, I don't want to eat silverbeet again. So yeah, that's good that we have the luxury of having any money to go to Woolies, to the shops and buy something that's special. But even the appreciation of buying a broccoli in summer is just, yeah, since we've been growing our own food, it's just so amazing when you go to the shops and you buy something you weren't able to grow, it didn't grow, or the pests got it or whatever. It's just the appreciation of, oh, I've always had it with salad. In the beginning we couldn't really grow our own salad, and then I love salad, just sort of first course salad, and then after you have a main course. That's always how we've always done it at home, and I missed it so much when we didn't have salad. And then just sometimes at a special occasion, or when I felt really like salad, I would go to the shops and buy a salad, and it was just so good. Or now actually in winter, through winter, we actually were able to grow it, but then 2 weeks ago all the salads bolted. They wanted to go to seeds. And as soon as they go and decide they want to do seeds, they get really tall and stringy, and the actual leaves are really gross. It's like bitter and not as good as a baby salad, as a baby lettuce. Lettuce, used it a couple of times for a couple of meals because we just took the outer leaves off. Now our salad's at the end. I was like, I don't want to waste our salad. Come on, let's eat even the quick bolted one. And quick, as soon as it bolts, I take it off. Yeah, and then it was just sometimes very bitter and not very good. So then even the appreciation of going to Woolies and buy the good salad, good tasting salad. Yeah, it's just sort of, everyone takes it for granted, but once you actually want to be self-sufficient and try for that sort of target and goal, you just realize how much work it is, and yeah, sometimes that it's not as good. Most of the time I would say it's even better, obviously. It's more nutrients and fresh from the garden, and you chuck that on your meal, it's much better. How does it taste?
Not bad.
Not bad, not
good
bad.
Size. Could go longer.
I've just been harvesting all our veggies. It's pretty good. Pretty happy. Now we're gonna have vegetable risotto. Lots of little tiny teeny carrots. I just thinned them out, so that's why they're little. But then the other ones that are still in, they can grow a bit bigger. And I love to make risotto because it's just veg, whatever you have in the garden, you chop it up and chuck it in with the rice, and it doesn't really matter what kind of veg you got in the garden. Sort of, it always matches. Also, since we had to kill a few roosters, because obviously they don't lay any eggs, we've actually eaten much less meat, because we just feel sorry for the animals. And yeah, it's just, you know, if you can't really kill it yourself, you shouldn't really eat that much anyway, or none at all. But we love our meat, so we're not completely vegan. But yeah, just a little bit less, so we substituted with chickpeas, or sometimes lentils we eat a lot, dal and rice. Another really good one, if you have chickens, we do pies quite often, quiche or pie. You just buy pastry, and then you got always heaps of eggs, or we do, or used to. Now not so much, because we just got 3 chickens left. But yeah, still heaps of eggs, so you just chuck like whatever eggs you have left, 5 eggs or something, with silverbeet. We do it often right now. Silverbeet again. But you can also do it with other vegetables if you like. Just chuck it in and then in the oven, and there you go. I got a pie, and it's yummy and healthy. And all from the garden too. Bubble and Squeak for breakfast with our beautiful eggs. Look how yellow they are. Wow. I love baking, and there I'm baking a carrot cake. All the carrots from the garden. And actually the macadamia nuts as well. I grated them up and put them also into the carrot cake. Here I was doing spring rolls with our own vegetables inside. What's vegetables like? Eh? He's also got something to say. So I fried all the vegetables from the garden, added a bit of peas and corn that we had in the freezer. That's not from the garden. Hopefully one day. Alright, Kitty's excited. Yeah, put the rice paper in water, and now once it's ready, like this soft, then on a kitchen towel, and then you roll it up the same as described. And then sometimes we fry them in the fry pan with oil, but then sometimes they get crispier actually in the oven. What do you want to say? Huh? Enjoy this pear. A little bit of oil on the sheet, and then I just roll them in here like that, and they're ready to go in the oven. This one I made a bit looser. Make sure you make it nice and tight like this. So it's breakfast time. We got 9:20, and we've already been in the garden giving it a good soak in water. And now I picked some silverbeet. So we're gonna have silverbeet with egg. So like scrambled silverbeet egg. And he's already having a little munch. On the silverbeet. It's fine. And lastly, my famous parsley. pumy mix. You have to try, it's actually really good. We've come to the end of my video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on Sunday. Have a good one.